In my previous video, I talked about how much tax a salary earner who earns 100k a month would pay at the end of the year. So in that video, I did not include what we call reliefs. Reliefs are part of your salary that the government chooses not to tax. And we have 4 reliefs here, which is rent, pension, NHIS, and NHF. So for rent, it is 20%. For pension, it is 8%. NHIS, it is 5%. NHF is 2.5%. The reliefs reduces the amount of tax you end up paying at the end of the year. So we'll have to recalculate the whole 100k salary a month using the relief deductible applied. Let's assume that the salary earner pays 600,000 naira for rent per year, and his salary or her salary is 100,000 naira. So this 100,000 times 12 is 1.2 million naira. This 12 here is the number of months we have in a year. The next thing we do is to apply the deductibles. So deductibles will help reduce the amount of tax he or she will pay at the end of the year. 20% of 600,000 is 120k. This 600k is the rent amount he or she pays per year, and the 20% here is the rent relief. So the 8% here is the pension relief. 8% of 1.2 is 96,000 naira. NHIS is 5%, so 5% of 1.2 is 60,000 naira. NHF, which is 2.5% of 1.2 million, is 30,000 naira. So now we have the relief deductible, which is 306,000 naira. So we'll have to minus it from this 1.2 million naira, and then the balance, which is 894,000 naira, we'll use it with the tax bracket. So 1.2 minus 306 is 894,000 naira. 894,000 minus 800k. This 800k is the first 800k that is exempted from tax. So the first one, which is tax-free, 0 naira to 800k, is exempted. So when we minus it, we have 94,000 naira left. So the next thing is to multiply the 94,000 naira with the second bracket, which is 15%. That will give us 14,100 naira. This is the amount you pay annually. But because you're a salary earner, you don't pay this tax, pay tax annually. You pay it monthly. So you divide it by 12, which will give you 1,175 naira. This is the amount you pay monthly. The thing about reliefs is that not everything here is applicable to everyone, because not everyone contributes for pension, NHIS, and NHF. But we can say for sure that almost everyone pays for rent. So most Nigerians will fall into this rent category and be able to use the rent relief for their own deduction. So you can do the calculation using 20% of the rent amount you pay per year. So in our case scenario, we can just focus on 20% of 600k is 120,000 naira. So that 120, you minus it from your annual income. The remaining balance, you use this tax bracket to do the calculation, and then you arrive at how much you pay a year. Then you divide it by 12, you get how much you pay per month. So that is it for the whole salary calculation.